Over quarantine, I learned how to make chai tea latte. You want to try some, China?
Yeah, sure.
Be careful, it's hot. Don't forget to mix it.
Okay, I'm gonna use my compostable Bioplastica stirrer that sir you told me about to mix. Wow, this is good.
Sorry, you want to tell us why the stirrers are made?
Yeah, sure. A few months ago, our school hosted a breakfast session before Thanksgiving break. Unfortunately for me, I was assigned for cleanup duty. When the heaps of trash created by our school was collected, I was forced to go and throw it all away. And that's when I saw it. Mounds upon mounds of plastic that seemed to surmount Mount Everest towered over me. As I cowered before the sight, I realized exactly how much plastic the average high school uses. It was even worse when I realized that Green Level High, one of the newest schools of Wake County, had almost half the amount of students as the other high schools. I couldn't even begin to fathom the amount of plastic in the other schools. When I discussed this with our team, we realized that the amount of pollution a school produces is a very big problem. Many schools encourage their students to throw their used plastic utensils in the recycling bin. Unfortunately for the Earth, out of the 8.3 billion tons of plastic produced, only about 9% is actually recycled. The rest is either incinerated for energy, creating greenhouse gases, or left behind in landfills or bodies of water. If you look at Sarong, he will perform a practical demonstration of exactly how much plastic is recycled. He has a box of 500 plastic spoons. Out of that, he has taken 9%. It seems like a lot, but notice how much plastic is left over in the original box. All of that plastic will end up being left in a landfill. If the modern trends continue, it is expected that there will be approximately 57.3 trillion tons of pounds of plastic waste by 2050. There are about 132,000 schools across the United States, which generate an estimated 1.75 million tons of waste per year in their cafeterias. Schools and other educational facilities are one of the largest waste generators in any city or county due to the large amount of plastic that is used by students and faculty members. Now, Sarang will discuss the solution.
We started Bioplastica with the aim to provide an eco-friendly solution to the problem. Not many companies have addressed this problem, so we are planning to take the lead and solve this problem, becoming pioneers in this industry. Bioplastica provides eco-friendly replacements to schools for their lunchroom plastics. With that, I would like to introduce the executive team of Bioplastica. My name is Sarang Deshpande, and I'm the CEO of the company.
My name is Pranati Chintala, and I'm the Chief Technology Officer.
My name is Pratham Patel, and I'm the Chief Financial Officer.
My name is Shaina Patel, and I am the Chief Marketing Officer.
And my name is Sarya Buchirdigari, and I'm the Chief Product Officer. Sarang will now introduce the products that our company has developed.
Bioplastica brings to the table a variety of different cutlery products, including the traditional spoons, forks, and knives, as well as lunch trays and cutlery kits. Each of our products is guaranteed to be 100% compostable. Bioplastic cutlery is able to decompose after use without any chemicals or hazardous substances. Bioplastic cutlery is developed from materials that can maintain durability for 6 months, after which they start decomposing naturally. Pranati will now cover how we were able to develop such a product.
Our product is constructed of procurable, toxic-free ingredients such as cornstarch, coffee, and lemon juice. These materials are combined together with a few secret ingredients. They are then heated, put into a mold, baked in an oven to create our affordable product. So now let's look into our product composition. We use an acid-base neutralization that creates a solid, or salt, and water as byproducts. In our product, baking soda acts as a base, and white vinegar acts as our acid. We then added a biological component to it, coffee grounds. Coffee grounds are high in cellulose and lignin, which are vital parts of bioplastic. Bioplastics can be broken down into two main types, PLAs and PHAs. Our product is a PLA, or a polylactic acid, which means that it is created from the sugars of cornstarch. Now that we know how our product is created, we need to manufacture it and sell it. We worked with Jordan Dambach, an engineer in Lee Industries, who showed us the variety of products and what is best fit for our company. We learned about bulk manufacturing our product through contract manufacturing externally and storing materials in warehouses. We plan to manufacture locally, so we decided to look into Right Foods. Right Foods is a product development and contract manufacturing company that is local to help us with product development and other R&D. We plan on hiring an R&D team made up of multiple material scientists, product designers, and biochemists who will work towards making our product from food scraps from fruit scraps or corn rather than freshly farmed materials due to controversies about the lack of sustainable farming for corn. Shanna will now discuss the addressable market for the products we developed.
To analyze the needs of our market, we reached out to representatives from many of the major school districts in North Carolina. We also contacted Fremont Union Schools in California, as California is leading the movement for plastic alternatives. We asked them about which companies supplied them their plastic utensils, trays, and cups, their current price ranges for these products, plastic consumption in their cafeterias, and whether they have considered or would consider adding biodegradable plastics into their school cafeterias. We got feedback from schools that they would integrate biodegradable plastics, such as cutlery, into their cafeterias. We are waiting for the coronavirus situation to end so we can continue doing research. The total addressable market for our company would be all plastic cutlery and trays used in all US schools, which amounts to $730 million per year. Initially, we will be targeting only the cutlery product segment, which has a serviceable available market opportunity of about $199 million across all US schools. Our first year target of 9 North Carolina school districts would give us a serviceable, obtainable market of $2.1 million for cutlery for that year. Our product focus at launch will be biodegradable cutlery. In year 1, we will target the largest urban and local school districts in North Carolina, which include Wake County, Charlotte-Mecklenburg County, and more. Our goal is to expand across a large portion of North Carolina school districts in year 2. We plan to start expanding from North Carolina schools to schools in other states in year 3, which will be the start of phase 2 for us, where we expand into school districts in the southeast region of the United States. Our goal is to ultimately go national in subsequent phases. We plan to eventually expand our market segment to restaurants, especially fast food chains, that use traditional disposable cutlery, as they are large contributors to plastic waste as well. To get the word out about our product, we will participate in trade shows, such as the New Horizons trade show held by the School Nutrition Association of North Carolina, or the annual national conference of the School Nutrition Association, which will help us expand to other regions of the United States. We also plan to advertise in school nutrition magazines, such as the Arrow magazine. Additionally, we will advertise in parent magazines, such as the Carolina Parent magazine, because parents tend to be big proponents of eco-friendly policies for their school districts. Now to Suryu with sales.
While our website promotes our product, it'll also be a way for our clients to buy it. Our inside sales representatives will contact school districts to describe our product and how schools can benefit from it. We'll also meet with schools personally to gain insight on the differences from before using our product and after. Sarang will now discuss the customer testimonials and feedback.
As mentioned before, we reached out to Fremont Union High Schools in California to get more knowledge as to how California schools are decreasing their ecological impact. Ms. Divya Puri, the District Food Services Manager of FUHSD, was kind enough to respond back immediately. After interviewing her, our team got insight into what our potential customers needed from their products, such as durability and affordability. She also informed us that rather than converting 100% of bioplastics in the cafeteria, she would be integrating it into the cafeteria along with normal plastics. She provided us with a few price quotes upon which she could base her pricing model off of. We next analyzed the market to find our potential competitors. We then ranked them based on the 4 criteria that Ms. Puri had mentioned during our interview, including compostability, durability, ecological impact, and affordability. Once we analyzed these companies on these criteria, we found that each company lacked a certain factor that made their products unappealing to schools for purchase. Pratham will now go over the financial aspects of our company.
The line graph seen represents the growth of our company through a 5-year period. In the first 2 years, Bioplastica is projected to be in debt. But in year 3, our company will break even at around $1.7 million and will continue to grow further as we enter new markets. The table seen here shows a more thorough organization of our finances. One of our major expenses as a company include our R&D expenses, as though they will be increasing steadily in order to provide schools the most efficient, the most affordable, and environmentally conscious products we can offer them. With that, we will also increase the number of products we sell to schools, which will result in an increase in the average unit price. Our revenue increases as well, increasing our general administration expenses along with it to encompass our company's growing infrastructure. To cover the company's essential expenses, we're asking for a total investment of $3 million. This money will be put towards finance our company through the first 2 years and help cover any upcoming expenses. But why invest in Bioplastica? Bioplastica is devoted to provide schools a way to turn green, while also helping schools find a budget-friendly option. There are also little to no companies targeting to schools regarding the plastic usage, which gives us an advantage in the market as the dominant company. Considering how humans and plastic are impacting our environment, our company is one of the only ways schools have a chance to make a difference in the world we live in.
Thank you for giving in the necessary investment to start the company. We will now be open to answering any questions you may have.